Hello, my friends. I love you. I want to start off today by extending the most heartfelt of thanks to everybody who showed up to our live podcast recording in Las Vegas this weekend. You were amazing. I love you. It means so much, especially in Las Vegas, where people could be anywhere doing anything, that folks showed up to see me and Booker in person and be entertained. So thank you again. I had a great time in Vegas, almost too good because I am exhausted, even though I didn't drink anything. And I ate super healthily the whole 3 days that I was there. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only yummy, non-bad things entered my body, plus no alcohol, no dessert. Actually, my favorite meal I had was at the Palms, this new restaurant from Bobby Flay called Shark, a seafood restaurant. So yummy and so healthy. I took spin class every day. I even injured myself. Look at that. I had on these long clam diggers, I think they're called, like shorts that are kind of pants, but not pants. And because going so fast on the spin bike and the friction of my clam diggers, that happened. But there's so much to catch you up on because I, on Friday, posted my reaction video to Taylor Swift's new song, and that was the video I put up, and that was painful because I tried to put it up on Thursday night, and the Wi-Fi was so slow, it didn't upload until Friday morning. Having some green tea now. I feel like getting cozy with you all, and I want to put this over me. Okay. I have so much to get to about traditional celebrities, but I want to start off today by discussing James Charles, since many of you are watching this video and he is very popular on YouTube. I'm going to use him for views. I want to be careful with what I say about James Charles because I do think he's really young. Is he, 19, 20? Let me look it up real quick. I think he's very young. James Charles. He's 19 years old, okay? Not only is he 19 years old, but he's been blessed to have gotten a lot of social media attention. So he is famous to a group of people. That can get to your head. That can change you. James has announced that he's going on tour. If you aren't following him and don't care, then just fast forward, okay? But what shocked me is not that he's going on tour. That is a somewhat popular trend with YouTubers or podcasters. What shocked me is how much he is charging. The average ticket price to see James Charles is about $250. The cheapest ticket you can get is $59. He's even charging a $500 ticket for a VIP gift bag, which will probably have just about as much stuff as the TanaCon gift bag did, and you get to meet him. $500? Does he think he's Beyonce? And what's funny is I have a feeling this tour may get canceled or it's going down because it's such a disaster. He has taken to social media to say that he might be doing something to lower the ticket prices. Literally, he said he's talking to his team about it. The Shisters tour is going to be a big shish. And I mean, because he's 19, I wouldn't even say that he needs to take full accountability for this. His team said, this is how you can make a lot of money. This is what you should do. You know, they probably had demo breakdowns, your fans are this age, that age, you have enough fans that are in their 20s that are making money, their parents are rich, whatever. I just hope that this kid is being smart with his spending and his parents are looking out for him because he's so young. And it would suck to peak at 19. It would suck to not be able to have a career that you can sustain. What's he going to do when he's 29 or 39, my age? Well, I'm 41, but you know what I mean. I think what'll happen with James Charles is once the bubble bursts for him, and it happens for everybody, he's going to either need to reinvent like Shane Dawson did successfully, or even though I'm not a fan of this person, Jeffree Star reinvented, because he used to not be a beauty vlogger or a makeup manufacturer. He was really focused on music for a long time. Then he reinvented and found success that way. If James Charles doesn't reinvent, mark my words, he's going to start acting out. Kind of like the Paul brothers, Logan Paul and Jake Paul. He's going to start acting out, doing crazy things to get attention. Because that's what they all want, attention. I just want money. I don't need the attention. I've had the attention. I just want more money. Being real honest with y'all. And that's not the only thing. James Charles also found himself in a situation where he was apologizing to Tati, one of his really good friends. Now, I've spoken about Tati before, saying I liked her. But I don't like her reaction to something that James Charles did. He promoted this scam of a, vitamin hair company. None of that crap works, but all of these influencers hawk it on their fans all the time. Tati is a friend of James Charles and allegedly, like a mother figure to him, helped him throughout his career. And she's got her own line of scam vitamins that do nothing for people. And when she saw James Charles promote a competing line, she got all cray-cray about it. Just because I'm your friend and you have a denim company, that doesn't mean I can't promote another denim company. How presumptuous of you, Tati! And James explained himself that that company gave him security when he felt he needed it at Coachella. Maybe he did. Probably not because he's James Charles, but because he was James Charles wearing buttless chaps, screaming for attention. He's already doing it. You see, I'm good at what I do and know. Prescient Perez. I don't want to spend too much time on them or this. I'm really just taking my time today and doing whatever I want, letting it linger, feeling all cozy, having my tea, because I'm feeling like my anxiety is still not in check. I'm not going to be able to upload as much or at all to my personal YouTube channel this week because I'm working on some fun things that are also taking up a lot of my time. So just I'm doing the best that I can, and I cannot do it all. And I do a lot. All right, let's move on to the drama with 50 Cent and Lala Kent's fiance, Randall Emmett. If you don't know, 50 Cent and this producer, Randall Emmett, had a show together. It might still be on the air, called Power on Stars. 50 was the main force behind that, a producer on the show. And he claimed to have been owed $1 million by Lala Kent's fiance from Vanderpump Rules. And 50 Cent, being 50 Cent, decided to make this public instead of waiting to get paid privately or handling it, behind the scenes. So he went hard against Lala and Randall on Instagram and smartly got himself trending. 50 Cent, for decades now, has been an excellent troll, masterful at the feud. Does anybody even remember back in the day, I remember 1 week, years ago, like probably 10 years ago or so, or 8 years ago, 9 years ago, 50 Cent and Kanye both scheduled to have an album come out the same day. And 50 made it such a big deal. It's an art form, really. I gotta get into some beef with somebody. Long story short, it was very entertaining for a lot of people over the weekend. 50 did share this one clip I had never seen before because I don't watch Vanderpump Rules. But I was shocked that Lala admitted all of this on camera. She talked about going out on an audition. Randall asked her out. They went out and that night had intercourse. And the next day, this guy asked her if she wanted a car. And she said yes. He gifted her a car the next day. We know why they're together. And 50 masterfully turned this feud as into an opportunity to sell merch. He was selling Fofty t-shirts because Randall Emmett was texting him and 50 was posting these things, text messages, screen grabs, and in one of them there was a typo calling him Fofty instead of 50. The latest, wrapping it all up, 50 got his money today and deleted all of the posts. I still can't believe Lala Kent said all of those things. Lala and Randall have their Instagram turned off, the comments there, so you cannot leave any comments on their posts. And when they do come back, Taylor Mania continues. It made me happy to hear that Taylor Swift did a few phone interviews this morning that they were probably recorded already, but they aired this morning in the UK, in Australia. I love that she's doing promo. And of course, no personal questions asked. It was all about the music, which is fine. You know, I'd rather that than no promo. Excited to see what Taylor does at the Billboard Music Awards later this week. Madonna will also be performing. It was just reported that Madonna has spent over $5 million putting together her Billboard Music Awards performance. I mean, it's her money, I guess. Not a bad thing, but it's not worth that much. Or maybe it is. Maybe I read it has something to do with a hologram. So if she's developing this technology, I have a feeling she'll just use it on tour as well. So it's not the worst idea. All right. Major drama went down with Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande and this one E! News personality, Morgan Stewart, who criticized Bieber's Coachella performance and took it a step further. Morgan Stewart from E! News made a dumb joke about Bieber's acne. She went there. It was uncalled for. But what surprised me is that Bieber then tweeted this young woman who was a former reality star on Rich Kids of Hollywood and said, "It's people like you that cause high school students to commit suicide." Whoa. Whoa. Justin Bieber has been around long enough to know the implications of a tweet like that, okay? I would think he would just let stupid-ish roll off of his back like he should 10 plus years into his career, or just handle it directly. Slide into this girl's DMs and say, "Yo, that was really hurtful." publicly tweeting this person. His fans have sent death threats, have said and done worse things than she did. I don't get all of these celebrities like Bieber and Lizzo last week or Olivia Munn who are so bothered by criticism. I love criticism. Be thankful that you're talked about. Like, who do we not talk about anymore? Star Jones. I don't even know why that's the first name that came to mind. Maybe because when I first started back in 2004, I spoke about Star Jones regularly. Now nobody talks about Star Jones. Be thankful that you have critics who care enough about you now to talk about you. Justin Bieber needs to chill out, keep working on himself, and not respond. I don't get it. I don't get it. His response, saying that this girl could lead people to suicide, that was uncalled for, I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section down below. And in other news, over the weekend, Kim Kardashian celebrated her baby shower and told guests there that her fourth child with Kanye is expected in the next 4 weeks. I wanna put it on this way now. Oh yeah, this will be. Oh, maybe I'll put it on like this. Oh, you guys. It's also overcast in LA. It's that kind of weather. Oops. Okay. It was a CBD themed baby shower. I want to be able to hear myself better. Meaning they made CBD everything. If you're of a certain age, the whole term CBD, that's new. I think it means cannabis infused, cannabis oil, cannabis something. And you get some kind of high, but not like smoking it high. She also says that she's been taking a lot of CBD. Whatever works for you. Speaking of Kim, her husband Kanye, according to People magazine, and I believe them, they are always the most reputable of all publications, Kanye is thinking of starting his own church. Saw that one coming. What do you all think of that? I'm okay though. Last week I made a video and I was in full-on anxiety mode. All right, from Kanye West to some wild news. The cast of Empire has publicly stated that they fully support and believe JUSSIE SMOLLETT. And they have sent a letter to the executives at Fox stating as much. The wildest line said, he is also in the cast, including Taraji P. Henson and Terrence Howard, said of JUSSIE SMOLLETT, he is innocent and no longer subject to legal uncertainty with the criminal charges against him having been dropped. We are confident in his lawyer's assurance that the case was dismissed because it would not have prevailed. First of all, criminal charges were dropped, but civil charges persist against him. Also, the brothers are suing him. Also, that's not why the charges were dropped. Straight up lies. They have made his problem their problem, which I kind of do respect that. You know, they consider him family, and I love that in this industry where people are so quick to disassociate themselves from you, there is that kind of loyalty, but I would have written the letter differently. I like that they support him. I would have change some wording there. In other news, Blac Chyna found herself in a lot of people talking about her. Thankfully, some people care about Blac Chyna, or some people, few people. Less and less people are caring about her every day. She leaked this story that she was going to be taking classes online at Harvard Business School online, which turned out to be fake AF. And that's all I have to say about that. And that actually seems so appropriate. In other news, Lady Gaga is not happy with how her former fiancé, Christian Carino, is treating her, according to reports. The dude allegedly has been harassing her. She's been hounded by Christian in insider claims. She told him not to contact her. Oops. In other news, R. Kelly's lawyers are lawyering as lawyers do. He recently lost a sexual abuse civil case against him because he did not respond to the lawsuit. And his lawyers claim that he was served papers in jail and that should not have happened. And also that he cannot read. So he didn't handle it in an appropriate fashion. Okay, I'm fine with that. Let me try it one more time. That's better. Now I've got, what's that cutie that was in Quantico that had the ears out like that? That's not a diss, he's a cutie. All right, let's keep it moving. JWoww has gone Instagram official with her 24-year-old wrestler boyfriend, Zach Clayton. He met her through JWoww's younger brother. And not only are they Instagram official, they went away on vacation together to Universal Studios in Orlando. And that set JWoww off that she was away enjoying herself when her kids were supposed to be with their dad, when she found out that the dad, Roger Matthews, according to her, was out partying himself and somebody else was taking care of the kids. If I was her, I would make sure that a judge gives me all the custody or as much as possible. If you don't see your kids all the time and then when you do have them, you hand them off to somebody else, lame. Lame. All right, in other news, some music news. Woodstock 50 has been canceled. Cardi B got her woo-woo lasered off the hair down there and shared the video on Instagram. I'll have links down below so you can read, see, or hear more. TV news, Shannon Doherty has joined the cast of Beverly Hills 90210. I was excited at first until I read the breakdown of the show, which is going to be a dramatization of their real lives. So Shannon Doherty is going to play Shannon Doherty. Tori Spelling is going to play Tori Spelling, and so on and so forth. And they're all getting back together to try to reboot the show. Very meta, very lame. If it was a reality show, I could be down with that, but a scripted, no. Some film news, Rami Malek has been cast as the new Bond villain opposite Daniel Craig in the new Bond film. Some sad news. The family of director John Singleton has announced that they are taking him off of life support, just 51 years young, suffered a massive stroke, and has not been able to recover. Love to them. Love to you. And let's just end things on not so heavy of a note. In a new interview, Pink reveals that she and her husband, Carrie Hart, have been in couples counseling for nearly 17 years. She credits it for her relationship working and saying it's the only reason they're still together. Whatever works for her, that would not work for me. I am totally in favor of therapy and counseling when needed, but I'm not a fan of an intermediary in my relationship in a permanent basis. Because that person is not living it. That person's not in the relationship. I don't want a referee all the time. Non-stop, 24/3, forever. That would not work for me. Would that work for you? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. I love you. I send you warm, cuddly hugs. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below. Follow, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Share this video, please. Share this video. Mwah. Have a great day. Subscribe. I love ya.